I like it to show that photo because you have the same installation over here. And the reason of those gongs is this idea also is a little homage to William Blake, because he was talking always about the possibility that one thought fills immensity. That, I guess, is a beautiful idea for a sculpture, because many times sculptures are upset to fill up the space with physical elements. And we create a stupid saturation of things. I guess it's better to let objects spread their energy around. And many times ourselves, we have the same problem. I guess it's nice when we are thinking, yes, but let your ideas go away. And this idea that one thought could fill the space, I think is fantastic. But what is one idea? Well, I always considered that an idea is one vibration more of our body, is one more of our noises. We are very noisy. Well, our ideas are floating there and just filling up the space. And I like it to link the idea of ideas with the idea of vibration. And any material has the capacity to vibrate as ourselves, but probably in terms of music, a gong is the most beautiful one, and the cymbal. And that installation, called Jerusalem, and is in which I engraved all this beautiful poetry. It's a little bit that. When a visitor comes inside the installation, he takes the decision to start. And when he beats the gong, well, I guess the universe gets a certain order. Everything is in the right place. And it's his decision. You see, I invite everybody after the lecture to really enjoy the gongs. You can beat the gongs very gently. It's not necessary to beat strong or that. And in many shows, I had the experience that women are beating much stronger than men. And I don't know why. But I please ask the women be relaxed in the... And that is another series of works that I did with cymbals. Also with William Blake. Why William Blake, you can ask? Well, I guess William Blake was a very strange man. We was born in a similar period in the middle of one century. He grew up in the end of the century. He tried to develop his career in the beginning of a century when the energy is more down. And the only solution, I guess, is to try to build up their own philosophy, their own attitudes, a certain, I think, ethic attitude in front of art and life. And I think this guy was really brilliant. And he did a beautiful set of poems called The Proverbs of Hell, which he, I don't know, did an amazing fusion between high and low art or culture, let's say. And I've been using this poetry in my symbols. Well, it's a drop of water falling down from the ceiling and beating regularly every 8 or 10 seconds the symbols down. Every one is engraved with that poetry. That means I ate a certain quantity of metal. That means the words has changed the sound of the symbol. And that it's a very beautiful concept also, because the sound of the symbol is the absence of the words, because they are engraved. I did several installations all around, and it's a very interesting piece because the visitor in front of that piece, it has a certain obligation to try to be silent, which is very complicated for us. That is also following the idea of the circle, is a piece that I did in the snow. It was a collaboration with Norman Foster. And we enjoy to try to take part in that project, which was called the Snow Show. And it was always the relationship with an artist and an architect, and in the snow. And I remember architects are upset about the perdurability of their work. And I remember Norman, but Jaume, the snow, that will melt. It will melt. I said, yeah, but it's also the beauty, because we opened that piece on Tuesday, I guess, and probably on Saturday was a little bit, I don't know, you know, and the beauty of that piece was because I was intending to do like a kiss on the landscape, like a stamp. I've been using the GPS numbers of the position of the Norman's studio in London, my studio in Barcelona, and the site in Sestiere, in the Italian Alps. And I guess it was probably the most precise portrait, the most precise landscape portrait, because I cannot imagine what could be more precise than the exactly geographic position in the wall. And in the evening was also very beautiful, because I lit the ladders inside the snow, and it was really magic, because the piece was completely integrated with the landscape, and you only saw it, those kind of illuminate ladders floating in the evening. It was a very beautiful experience, which is gone, of course.